Jai Gurudev, today we are exploring a less discussed but important topic, handling office politics within even the most spiritual settings. While the Art of Living and Vedic Dhamma Sansthan are dedicated to service and inner growth, office politics and subtle power plays, what one might call chakravyus, can still emerge. Can you both share your experiences and insights on this matter? Jai Gurudev, yes, office politics, even in a spiritual context, often manifest in subtle ways. You might experience something as seemingly trivial as being assigned a plastic seat or being given extra work without proper recognition. Such actions can be used to single you out, manipulate perceptions, or create a hierarchy that contradicts the ideals of seva or selfless service. The reality is that human nature, with all its complexities, doesn't simply vanish in a spiritual setting. Even here, individuals can fall prey to jealousy, manipulation, and power struggles. The key is to recognize that these behaviors stem from the same ego based impulses we all face. When you are caught in office politics, it's essential to remain centered. This is where the tools taught by His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar Ji come into play. Practices such as Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, and meditation help clear the mind and stabilize your emotions, allowing you to observe the situation from a place of equanimity rather than reactive distress. Indeed, office politics, even within spiritual organizations, can be challenging. At times, you may notice colleagues arriving late for reviews, abrupt criticisms of your work, or being told in a hurried manner that your contribution is no longer needed, as if seva were disposable. In our Vedic traditions, we understand that such actions are often a reflection of unresolved inner conflicts. The individual engaging in these behaviors might be struggling with their own sense of inadequacy, fear of inadequacy, or jealousy. From a dharmic standpoint, one must cultivate detachment and focus on one's own sadhana or spiritual practice. Daily practices such as Sandhya Vandanam, Gayatri Japa, and Trikal Sandhya help ground you in the eternal truth that your value is not determined by external recognition or the fickle opinions of others. In these practices, you learn to mind your own business in the sense of maintaining your inner balance and letting karma take its course. When you are anchored in such practices, the external noise of office politics diminishes and your work, be it seva or any other contribution, takes on its true intrinsic value. It sounds as though both of you emphasize that inner strength and consistent spiritual practice are the antidotes to the disruptive effects of office politics. How does one maintain such consistency when facing ongoing challenges like being burdened with extra work without any honor or promotion or feeling like your contributions are being trivialized? The first step is recognizing that you cannot control the actions or intentions of others, only your own responses. This principle is central to many spiritual teachings. When you find yourself in a situation where extra work is assigned without acknowledgement, or when someone uses tactics like making you feel disposable to assert control, it's important to remain rooted in your purpose. Daily practices like Sudarshan Kriya and meditation can help you purge the accumulated stress and bitterness that these experiences can generate. Moreover, engaging in satsang or spiritual gatherings provides you with a supportive community that reinforces the value of your work. In such an environment, you begin to see that your efforts are part of a larger cosmic plan. The external environment may have its politics and pitfalls, but your personal integrity and spiritual progress are safeguarded by your consistent practice of sadhana or spiritual discipline. I would add that another essential practice is humility combined with discernment. In our Vedic tradition, humility is seen as strength. It keeps the ego in check and opens the door to wisdom. When you are approached with unjust criticism or when your contributions are diminished, humility allows you to reflect inwardly without taking the insults personally. You then channel your energies into your spiritual practices. Ayurveda can support your physical well being. Daily Upanayana and Agni Karyam can cleanse your energetic field, and regular mantra chanting realigns with your inner purpose. It is also crucial to see the situation as a karmic lesson. The actions of your co workers, however misguided, are ultimately their own. Focusing on your own growth, practicing Trikal Sandhya, staying committed to your meditation, and even maintaining your service with sincerity allows karma to take its natural course. In this way, you are not only insulated from the negative impacts of office politics, but also continue to contribute to the greater good without being dragged down by the petty conflicts of the moment. How do you advise someone to deal with direct confrontations or manipulative behaviors? Say, when someone abruptly calls you to declare that your work is done and that you should leave immediately as if you were expendable. When faced with such direct confrontation, the most immediate tool is to breathe. A few deep mindful breaths through pranayama techniques can help you interrupt the cycle of reactive anger or hurt. Then it's useful to step back mentally and observe the situation without judgment. Ask yourself, what is a lesson here? What is the other person trying to project by their behavior? Sometimes this reflection can help you realize that the criticism is more about their internal struggles than about your performance. After this initial pause, engaging in a calm conversation can help clarify misunderstandings. However, if the environment remains persistently toxic, it might be time to consider setting healthy boundaries while continuing your sadhana. Trust that the inner work you are doing will guide you and that karma will eventually bring balance to the situation. I agree. In addition, many of our traditional practices emphasize the importance of self inquiry. When someone treats you like a disposable resource, it's an opportunity to reflect on your own values and the true meaning and nature of seva. In your work, driven by the need for external validation, or is it an offering to the divine? When you align your actions with higher purpose through practices like Gayatri Japa and consistent meditation, the sting of such manipulative behavior diminishes. You begin to see that your intrinsic value is not defined by others' opinions or by the transient dynamics of office politics. This inner clarity allows you to continue your service wholeheartedly, regardless of external circumstances or challenges. By minding your personal business, your own sadhana, and letting karma take care of the rest, you create a protective space and shield that nurtures your growth even amidst the chaos. It's remarkable how these spiritual practices not only nurture inner resilience but also help one to view every challenge as an opportunity for growth. As we wrap up, could you share any final thoughts for those who might feel disheartened by office politics in their spiritual work? Remember that every challenge is a chance to refine your inner strength. Office politics can be disheartening, but they are also a mirror reflecting the state of the human mind. By returning to your core practices, be it Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, or simply engaging in satsang, you reclaim your power and realign with your higher purpose. Stay true to your path and let your inner light guide you through the murkiness of office politics. And I would add, do not let the negativity of others define you. Your spiritual journey is yours alone. Every experience, even those that feel painful, is a step on the path of growth. Trust in the process, maintain your daily sadhana, and remember that karma works in mysterious ways. By focusing on your own well being through practices like Upanayam, Sandhya Vandanam, Agni Karyam, and regular mantra chanting, you ensure that your inner sanctum remains unshaken. Let your dedication to service and self improvement be your guiding force, and know that your contribution is valuable beyond measure. Thank you both for this candid and thoughtful discussion. Your insights on managing office politics through steadfast spiritual practice are truly inspiring. It's clear that by nurturing our inner life and remaining dedicated to our sadhana, we can navigate even the most challenging workplace dynamics with grace and resilience. Thank you. May your words serve as a reminder that the true strength comes from within and that every challenge is an invitation to grow closer to your higher selves. Jai Gurudev.